Okay, this is day 50 of our journey with Najoni. So it was exactly 7 weeks ago today that we picked him up from the BLM. He's had 49 days of training, sort of, and actually he had 2 days off this past week, which I thought might help him, but I didn't see any noticeable change from that. So I thought what I'd do today is just kind of show you some of the things that he's doing well and some of the things that I'm happy with, and some of the things that he's not doing well that I'm not happy with. First of all, he's to the point now where I can usually just walk up to him here in the round pen and catch him. I don't leave the halter on him anymore. He just stands loose, and he'll usually let me walk up to him and catch him. So that's a big change. I can, for the most part now, work with his feet. He'll let me pick up his front feet real easily. At least I say that until the video starts working. Let me pick up his foot and mess with it a little bit. Now last night when I picked up the back feet, he kicked at me a little bit when I tried to pick him up, so I'm a little more careful about it. Sometimes he'll kick at me just a little, and sometimes he'll just give it to me. So he just kicked a little there, not real bad. So like that, he'll kick just a little bit. But he doesn't really mean much by it. He's just saying, I don't really like that. And I need to trim these hooves. So hopefully in the next few days, we can get a rasp on those and trim them up a little bit. So I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with the ground driving, which I will show you in just a moment. One of the primary things that I'm not pleased with, and you can see he's still a little goosey about stuff. Not nearly as bad as he was. But one of the primary things I'm not pleased with is the way he resists the bit. Part of that is my fault. I made some mistakes early on when I was first bitting him up, and a lot of it is that he just doesn't like it, okay? And so, you know, that's just something we have to work through. And you can see him evading there. I teach all of my horses to drop their head like this for bridling, but he doesn't get too happy about this program here. And so this normally takes me 3 or 4 minutes of fighting with him. And I shouldn't say fighting because I'll get nasty comments on YouTube about that. But just getting him where he will gently accept this bit. And he's getting better, believe it or not. Everything gets a little better every day. See, that wasn't too bad at all right there, actually. That wasn't bad at all. So that's getting better. I actually stopped using the bit for about 10 days because he was having so much problems with it. And I just was riding him and ground working him with a side pull and with a twisted rope hackamore. Okay, so I'm just going to ground drive him around. To me, this is a very important thing, that this is good. And he starts out, he's pretty excited, but he's getting better. And a lot of guys today, a lot of the natural horsemanship guys don't do this. They just don't think it's necessary. But I do. I just don't want to ride a horse if I can't do this, because it teaches them to trot around in a circle to give to the pressure of the bit. It teaches them to get used to these ropes being all around them and flapping around. And you can see right there, I didn't tell him to turn, but I'll let him do it. I just pulled that rope around his butt and he took off. Well, you know, when I'm riding him, there'll be a rope around his butt at some point, and I don't need him to freak out and run off. So he's kind of panicking a little bit here, but he's gotten a lot better. And that's another thing this ground driving does, is it teaches a horse not to panic. Because when they panic, they'll get these ropes all wrapped around their legs and they can't go anywhere. And you can see he's pulling and panicking and running away. This was a lot better yesterday, and he'll calm down here in a couple minutes. But to me, this needs to be good. I need to be able to put that around his legs. I need to be able to stop him and turn him, and it's caught on my saddle strings there. Without him doing that right there. He needs to just take it. All right. So I'll just do this as long as it takes. for him to calm down. Lots of patience. And I've developed in my mind kind of a 7-to-1 rule with this horse, meaning that if it would take me 1 hour to teach something to a domestic horse, then it'll take me 7 hours to teach it to him. it's pretty much working out about the right. So we've just finished 7 weeks with this horse, and I'm about the same place with him as I would be with a domestic horse after 7 or 10 days, probably thereabouts. And it's not that he isn't smart. This horse is pretty smart. It's just that he's got to overcome that fear level. Ooh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. He was stopping a little better for me yesterday. All right, it wasn't too bad. So he knows what that word means. I got to get this unhooked here. So teaching him to give to the bit, and amazingly, it seems a little counterintuitive, but this actually helps get your horse soft. When he pulls really hard on it and you hold, and then when he gives you just a little bit and you let go, like I did just right there, I gave it to him, then you're teaching your horse to be soft on the bit. Ooh, okay, I'll take that. He stopped on his own and kicked the rope. And he does that every day, and I just act like I don't notice, because, you know, he'll just have to get over it. Let me see if I can go the other way. Pop it and go this way to his left. Okay, and I try to pop that rope on his shoulder a little bit, which gets him used to that, because when I'm riding him, I'm going to need to bump him on the shoulder to move that shoulder, and he needs to be okay with that, not think the world's coming to an end when that happens. All right, so you can see he's pretty nervous. He actually was a little better than this yesterday. I don't know why he's more nervous about it today. I didn't warm him up at all. Maybe that's it. I just saddled him up and turned on the camera. So if I had round pinned him for a few minutes, he might be a little more relaxed. But that's okay. The other thing, and I apologize that we did not have a video for last week. And what we did, we recorded the video of taking Nishoni out of the round pen for the first time. I think it was 8 days ago. And he did pretty well. He didn't do anything really terrible as far as runaway or anything. We started off leading him with my saddle horse runner, and then I got on the ground and worked him. And unfortunately, I inadvertently erased the video. So what can I say? Stuff happens. Since that time, the last 7-8 days, I've taken him out every day. I can lead him up to the trailer now to saddle him just like I would any other horse. I can take him outside, lead him around. I've ponied him out into the desert one day behind Runner. Just across the road, we have about several thousand open area acres, and just took him out there and ponied him around for a couple hours. And so he's coming along with all of that, and I hope within the next few days to be able to ride him outside. I want to get him a little more comfortable and given to this bit a little better, because what he should be doing right now is dropping his nose down. And I don't know if you can see it, but when I put pressure on the bit, he raises his head up. So that's the wrong answer. I want him to drop it down, and he'll learn to do that because of this ground driving, but he just hasn't learned it yet. And I've been doing this mostly with the hackamore and the side pull, so it's just still kind of new to him. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So that panicking right there, that's got to go away. I mean, I don't want to ride a horse that does that every time I pull on the bit. Now, I'm curious to see what we get when we get on him. And another one of the good things about this horse, he's never humped up or bucked. He didn't buck with the saddle. He's never tried to buck. What he does, if he gets upset with something, is he just panics and tries to run off. I'm not sure if that's better than bucking. I guess it would depend on the situation. So I've been trying to work really hard to help him learn That's not the right answer, and it is a lot better than it was. He still does it, but it's not nearly what it was a few weeks ago. Okay, so that's nice. I like that expression right there. He's relaxed pretty nicely. Also, another thing that's new that I could not do until recently is walk behind him. He wouldn't let me do that at all until about 2-3 days ago. He finally got to where he could handle that a little bit. He'd just been really nervous about anything behind him. And the other thing right now that still bothers him a great deal is anything on the ground. When he sees something on the ground, he's pretty sure it's trying to kill him no matter what it is, which is strange to us because I can take a plastic tarp and flop it all around him, tie it on the saddle, and he's okay. But if I lay that same tarp on the ground, it scares him to death. He just thinks it's going to eat him. So obviously that has to get better. Let's go somewhere. Come on. And see, he doesn't want to go unless he's scared. And I don't want him to go because he's scared. I want him to go because I ask him to go. Come on. Let's go somewhere. There we go. Come on, bud. Come on. Let's go somewhere. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. I want him to understand that bump means go, and you don't have to be afraid of it. And so this is like ride number 10 or 11 for this horse, and he still looks like it's his first ride, doesn't he? He's confused. Doesn't know what I want him to do. Especially doesn't like this left side. Come here. I'm gonna have to pop him a little bit to get him to move. Come on, move. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Come on, go. So that's the same problem I was having the other day. And I don't want to get in a fight with him, mainly because I'd lose. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Move on out, bud. Move on out. That was good. That was pretty good. Move on out. Move on out. See, he just doesn't know that I want him to move. Okay. All right, come on. Come on. There we go. Keep going. There we go. Nice, there we go. So I still can't really control him where we're going very well. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. There we go. Nice. That's nice. Okay, that's nice. Let's try going the other way. Turn into the fence. I've done that a lot. You saw me doing it ground driving, so that wasn't bad. Come on. Oh, that was nice. That was real nice. Come on, move out, buddy. There, nice. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm pleased, actually. Oh, I'm pleased. That's better. It's an improvement. It's not good. You know, it's not what I would expect for 12 rides on a horse. It's what I'd expect maybe with 2 or 3 rides. But it's better. So that's day 50.